How you guys? How you get? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling good. Hope your families are doing well. Hope that everything is just going well. Let's listen to some Gordon Lightfoot, if you don't mind, and I'm pretty sure you don't. It's been a long time since I've listened to Mr. Lightfoot, and I had wanted to listen to some more from him. So I was looking up some recommendations, and Early Morning Rain was one of the tracks that was recommended to me. I have been advised to listen to the original studio album version, which is off of the album Lightfoot, which was released in 1966, and not, at least on a first listen, to listen to the version, I believe, on Gord's Gold. I think that's what it was called. So we're going to go with the original, which is the last track on side A of the original album. So I'm looking forward to this. Early Morning Rain, when I hear and see the phrase, I'm immediately thinking of like waking up on a day when you don't necessarily have to do anything, and it being a rainy morning, you're not going out, so you're definitely not doing anything. So it's just a day and a perfect setup for perhaps a lazy day or just a day of self-relaxation, self-reflection, whatever it may be. So whether you're watching this when the sun's out or the rain's coming down your spout, I had to think about it. I hope that you enjoy it. Let's go ahead and get into the music. I gotta pull it up first. That would help. Early Morning Rain, Gordon Lightfoot. Or Early Morning Rain, Gordon Lightfoot. Let's go.
In the early morning rain, with $1 in my hand, with an aching in my heart, and my pockets full of sand. I'm a long way from home, and I miss my loved ones so. In the early morning rain, with no place to go, out on runway number 9, big 707 set to go. But I'm stuck here in the grass, where the cold wind blows. Now the liquor tasted good, and the women all were fast. Well, there she goes, my friend. Well, she's rolling down at last. Hear the mighty engines roar, see the silver bird on high. She's away and westward bound, far above the clouds she'll fly, where the morning rain don't fall and the sun always shines. She'll be flying over my home in about 3 hours' time. This old airport's got me down. It's no earthly good to me, 'cause I'm stuck here on the ground, as cold and drunk as I can be. You can't jump a jet plane like you can a freight train, so I'd best be on the way in the early morning rain. You can't jump a jet plane like you can a freight train, so I'd best be on the way in the early morning rain.
Absolutely lovely. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I gotta know who's playing that bass though. I'll investigate in just a second. I gotta find out who's playing the bass, because they're hopping back there. Gordon Lightfoot, great strumming. absolutely, to me, mesmerizing vocals. These are so heartwarming. When I hear Mr. Lightfoot singing, I am immediately connected. And I think that's one thing about not only his voice and the warmth, the actual liquid warmth that his voice displays, it's just immediately connective. It immediately builds some sort of relationship between listener and Lightfoot and the music that to me is indescribable. It's a thing of beauty, to be 100% honest. It's very emotional, very impactful. The depth in his voice when he just slightly enunciates certain words brings a certain comfort, at least to me, to the listener, that I think is very unique to his music from the few songs that I've heard from him thus far. I do want to know who that bass player is, though. Bill Lee. No, that's his first and last name. It's Bill Lee, not Billy. He is the father of Spike Lee. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. William James Edwards Lee III, the father of Spike Lee and Joy Lee. That's really interesting. But absolutely wonderful bass playing. I love how the bass didn't just walk along with the strumming. It actually was just tapping and dancing and scrapping and rapping in the back while Gordon's just strumming along with his powerful, deep, and emotive voice. I just really like the combination. It really stood out to me. And then lyrically, I love digging into music like this because there's so much to find lyrically. There's such a treasure trove of meaning. This song about arrivals and departures. Which way is this plane going? I gotta figure that out. I wanna find out. But no matter which way the plane is going, he's stuck down below the clouds in the rain, in that early morning rain. Let's talk about this one. In the early morning rain, with $1 in my hand, with an ache in my heart, and my pockets full of sand. I'm a long way from home. Lord, I miss my loved ones so. In the early morning rain, with no place to go. All right, he's got just not enough cash to get anywhere, but he's trying to get somewhere. He's having some regrets. Out on runway number 9, Big 707, set to go. And I'm stuck here in the grass with a pain that ever grows. Let's take this just for a moment, okay? So, runway, 707s, planes, airport. I'm with you, okay? He says those 707s, those planes are ready to go. He says he's stuck here in the grass. Okay, that's easy. All right, someone's leaving, but he's stuck. Got that. This is what I like, though. He says, I'm stuck here in the grass. That's no movement, stagnant. He's stuck. He's not moving. And grass, keep that in mind, with a pain that ever grows. He's stuck in grass, no movement. Grass grows, movement. His pain is the only thing that's moving and growing at that. Don't talk to me. Now the liquor tasted good, and all the women were fast. Well, there she goes, my friend. She'll be rolling down at last. She's going. At first, I read that line, she'll be rolling down at last, like coming down, like an arrival, like she's coming. But I think rolling down the runway to leave, because it makes sense with the rest of the lyrics here. Hear the engine's mighty roar, see the silver wing on high. She's away and westward bound, far above the clouds she'll fly. Where the morning rain don't fall and the sun always shines, she'll be flying over my home in about 3 hours' time. Talking about this early morning rain typically symbolizes sadness or some sort of grief or depression. She is flying and will literally be above the clouds so that the rain doesn't affect her. The only thing that she's going to be, seeing above the clouds is the sun and everything up there. She's high. She's up there. But he's not only still stuck in his stagnant place where only his pain is growing, he's still below the clouds, so he's feeling that rain. He's feeling that sadness, that grief, that depression. This is such good writing. And to add a little more pain to this, a little more salt to the wound, she'll be flying over my home in about 3 hours' time. So close, but not close enough. This old airport's got me down. It's no earthly good to me. And I'm stuck here on the ground as cold and drunk as I can be. You can't jump a jet plane like you can a freight train. So I'd best be on my way in the early morning rain. Yeah, you can't just hop on the back of not a stagecoach, but you can't hop on the caboose or whatever of a train. Like, just hop it on. What was a hobo, right? That's what the original term, like hopping on trains and stuff. You can't do that on a plane. So, kind of added luck on that one. And then he repeats the lyrics. And then again there. That's a great song. I love the lyrics. I love the mood of it. I love that bass from Billy. That is really, really, really nice. I like that a lot. I'm looking on Wikipedia now, just some of the other information about it. It says Lightfoot wrote and composed the song in 1964, but its genesis took root during his 1960s sojourn to Westlake, LA. It says sometimes he would become homesick and he would go out to the airport on rainy days to watch the approaching aircraft. The imagery of the flights taking off into the overcast sky was still with him. In 1964, he was caring for his 5-month-old baby son and thought, I'll put him here in his crib, and I'll write myself a tune. Early Morning Rain was the result. That's really cool. I like that a lot. I like how that specific imagery stuck with him. And he kind of held that in his mind, in his heart, until one day it would eventually resurface and blossom into a song. And just putting that imagery into the song with, of course, the meaning behind it. That's really good. I like that a lot. I would love to know what you guys thought, though. Let me know in the comments below. You can follow me on Twitter. You can support the channel on Patreon. You can do all these things. It's not that many things. It's a few things. You can also like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. But otherwise, I hope that you enjoyed the music. Hope that you enjoyed myself. And that's it. Enjoy the rest of your day, please. And come back tomorrow if you're interested. I'll see you then, guys. Bye.